All right, so I'm just curious. This happened multiple times this week, so I'm just going to bring it up to the forefront. I am a big supporter of the gay community, and I do not understand why people need to introduce somebody as gay when they didn't ask to be introduced as gay, and they also have no need to have anybody know that they're gay at whatever event they're at. So this week, there were two different things that came up. I was at an event, we were having a group discussion, and there were only two guys at the table with this group of wonderful people, but yet one guy kept saying, oh, but I'm straight, he's the gay one, like 10 times. He kept pointing out that the other guy was gay. We're like, what does that matter? And nor, did you ask him if he's gay? Did you ask him that he wanted to talk about being gay? No, you didn't. You just wanted to make sure everybody else knew he was gay so that you weren't deflecting back, which was very strange to me. And then there was another situation where I was at a dinner and this gal comments about another person who basically made a comment to the effect of two people that were good friends and said, oh, you want to be just like him, don't you? And he's like, yep, I want to be just like him. And then she goes, oh, you mean you want to be gay? And he goes, well, I am gay. And she goes, oh, and she goes, and she's all shocked. But then he looks at her and goes, and I'm actually really, really happy. And I go, of course, who cares? And the other person that was being somewhat outed was like, why did you need to tell somebody my sexual orientation? We're just having a dinner. That has nothing to do with anything. And it was so important to stop and pause for a moment and say, why are people doing this? Why do we describe somebody when we think we know their sexual orientation? What does that matter? Because I bet you at each of these gatherings, there were probably lesbians, there were probably bisexuals, there were probably pansexuals, sapiosexuals, there were probably heteroflexible people, but nobody's going to call them on it unless it seems like you already are in the inside scoop. But is that fair? Do you really want to be that person? Let's just stop it, okay? I'm just going to be direct about this. I do not understand why anybody needs to know your sexual orientation unless you're my client and I'm matching you and you want me to match you with a specific type of sexual orientation person, because that's private. And that's what you want to meet as an intimate relationship, because that's the goal. If you're doing it just because you want to make sure they don't think you're gay because they're gay, yeah, it doesn't work that way. It's not like something you catch. And you know what? People are always exploring their sexual identity. They are going to change, they're going to adapt and evolve at any time. So my question to you is, have you ever done this to somebody? I hope not. If you have, I hope you've learned. If you are somebody that is gay and have been called out this way, I want to apologize for all these people that don't stop and think where you are coming from, where your feelings are, and they get caught up in their own. So be you, be happy, be proud of the awesomeness you are.